and white to get this opening set underway. What an incredible environment. Thousands on hand here in Westwood. D-ball out of the gates, number 10, wearing the black uniform, Christian Tritriski, the 6'8" opposite from Bulgaria.
Tritriski up and over the block on the D-ball, but a great pass from the Frenchman, Adrian Rohr, to start us off, get Connor Bloom off the service line.
On the service line now for the Bows is Louis Sakanoko, team's top point scorer on the season. Skylar Varga got a touch. She's got north of 300 kills on the year, number 4 in white. Nick McCray, the head coach for Long Beach State, took over for one legend, and Alan Knight. First year for Nick McCray, running things.
Two-time assistant coach of the year before being named the head coach just prior to this season.
An open net and a swing for Pizzanti. And we have a touch that was warranted. Jake Pizzanti got the kill there for a 1-2.
We're going to see a lot of Pizzanti to Varga that time on the overpass. Varga finds Pizzanti on 2.
Tritriski got it again, evades the block. What a year he has had. So could be said, same could be said for Charlie Wade. In his 17th season, he has led UH to 8 NCAA appearances, winning it all in 2021 and 2022. 2022 was right here at Pauley Pavilion.
Justin Todd will get his first serve of the night, but I love Tritriski. 2 swings, 2 kills, 1 down the line, 1 into the angle.
Justin Todd will let it fly. Goes at Bloom. A rocket and a miss in the cross court for the 6'6" freshman, Wojciech Gajek.
Gajek went off against UH in the title game for the Big West Championship. Out of system there, Varga putting him high off the net.
Tough serve at Kellen Larson, libero. And on a combo play, Skylar Varga, 6'7" senior, averaging 3.2 kills per set, has the put down.
A great pass here, Kellen Larson. He sticks it right on the net. Varga goes 4-4. High cheese for Adrian Rohr.
Pizzanti serves away. Rosenthal, and he feeds his middle, number 20 in the black uniform, Travell Jordan. He touches 12 feet 4 inches.
The transfer from Grand Canyon has made an instant impact on this Rainbow Warriors squad. Goes cross-body off the block of Jackson Christ.
Rosenthal, first team ABC All-American at the service line. Pizzanti feeding Jackson Christ. The middle gets established.
Great pass there, Connor Bloom on that left sideline. The UH servers are going to make him go pass to attack. Great pass to start off his night.
Long Beach State coming in with an 11-match winning streak, and they also lead the nation in aces per set. Sakanoko gets a rip on it. Bloom on a high ball. Out of system swing upcoming for number 10, Tritriski. 3 kills for him. He's doing a little bit of everything so far.
Tritriski got those 2 kills to start us off on the right. Now he comes on the left side in rotation 1 for the Warriors and sides out of system.
Adrian Rohr stepping in, sophomore from France. Regional final, he had 7 aces, including 4 in a row, bringing the firepower. Off of him, 1-up. And we've got a lot of net movement here. What did you see there?
Sakanoko a little aggressive there into the net, but a great swing there by Gajek. Sakanoko dives into the angle and Gajek goes, okay, I'm gonna crank this down the seam. Scores a point for the Beach.
Jackson Christ, second in the nation in aces per set at 1 per frame. Has 48 on the year. Misses well long there on that service try.
Just a bit long off the foot of the line judge. Got to snap that one in. A high toss for the 6'10" freshman from Long Beach.
Here's Travell Jordan. Air free 8 of 12 in the regional final, the win against USC. He got underneath that one. In disarray would be the beach. Connor Bloom tattoos one, looking to go off the top with a block. He misfires, the senior from Huntington Beach, California.
Justin Todd jumping in the middle, out of system, fools Ben Braun, and Christian Tetrisky is able to get the kill.
Jordan will serve Varga. Boom. Got it off the block, and you've got to give credit to Pizzanti, the way he bettered the ball that second contact.
Athletic setter Jake Pizzanti, the redshirt freshman setter from Huntington Beach, puts Connor Bloom in the best spot to kill the ball.
Gajek at the service line. Hit sub 200 in the regional final, and he went for that serve. High risk and not getting the reward off of it.
Both of these libero, both Greenwich for Hawaii and Larson for Long Beach, are so good that all of these servers are going to be aiming for these sidelines, trying to avoid the liberos.
Serve coming to Varga again. Off speed and hanging up there for the shutdown. The bow block. They are 4th in the nation. They average 2.56 blocks per frame.
As we can see here, Pizzanti goes on the 40 to Varga, but Justin Todd hangs just long enough to block it down to the floor.
Tetrisky continues at the service line. An attacking air once again for Gajek. How do they get him a little bit more involved as far as scoring? I thought we might see a challenge from Nick McCray, but not seeing anything beyond him potentially thinking about going for the challenge on the touch.
Gajek just needs to settle into this national semifinal, and he'll be able to get into his groove.
Connor Bloom getting into his own groove as he gets the job done on that left side.
Blasts the ball off Trent Rosenthal. One time through the serving lineup, Hawaii has a 10-7 lead. Connor Bloom, our first server tonight, back to serve again.
Long Beach State leading the series history 54-52 all time against UH. A little overzealous there, short, with a lot of pace attached to that serve for Connor Bloom. Each one of these teams hosted regionals, won regionals in their own right to get here.
Hawaii won in 4 against USC. Long Beach State wins in a sweep against Loyola Chicago. But I think we're in store for 5 sets tonight, Brian.
Certainly has the feeling of doing that, as Gajek, who is hitting .334 on the season, terminates in an out-of-system situation.
Slow start for Gajek, but he gets his first kill, and it's a big one. Second kill, and Ben Braun goes back to serve.
Serve to Greenwich. One up from Gajek. And a free ball is hopelessly placed back over. Justin Todd, the 6'8" redshirt sophomore. Coach Wade says he is emerging into one of the most dominant middle blockers in all the country.
Passes the free ball, and he goes right into the attack on the push one. The connection from Rosenthal to Todd and Travell Jordan in the middle is going to be huge to alleviate some of the pressure on Rohr and Sakanoko on the left side.
Todd with the offering. Unsuccessful that time.
Four service errors early on for Hawaii. Expect them to get into their rhythm. They're going to put as much serving pressure as possible on the beach.
Jake Pizzanti hasn't started every match as the setter, the primary setter now, and it's a short stint at the service line for him.
And Coach McCray told us as a redshirt freshman, he got to play behind Moni Nikolov last season. Now he's in the starting role in the national semifinals, but it was good for him to not start every match. Now he's knows what it's like to come off the bench, knows all the perspectives on the court.
Gajek is denied. Fred Rosenthal into Jordan. Avoids the block, the sharp angle here. And just a shout out to him and the new addition to his family. Rosenthal serving out of the timeout. Jordan stepping right in front of Jackson Christ. What a stop for him.
Jordan does a great job there, diving to his right. Christ on the push one and aiming for area one, but Jordan seals the net and the deal.
Here's Rosenthal at Larson. And things messed up as that pass was a little bit too close to the net. How would you rate the service pressure that we're seeing from both teams so far?
So far, Hawaii is winning the service pressure. Their 4 errors are okay for Coach Wade. He's going to live with that. They need the service pressure. They draw the error, the 3rd error on Wojciech Gajek.
Tread Rosenthal, a thing of beauty from the junior.
Tread Rosenthal does a great job here, serving right down the line. Connor Bloom lets it go, and he pays the price. But Tread Rosenthal, that's something that he practices every day in the offseason, serving right down the line, and it comes to fruition in the national semifinal.
He has had aces in 6 straight matches. It currently is a 5-0 scoring run for the Bows. And they are in front by 8. Serving at Varga. Pizzanti goes back to Varga. And a dink and a score as he attacks the libero in Greenwich, the Canadian.
Pass to kill there, Skylar Varga, an excellent volleyball player, has experience on the Canadian national team, tips that right above the left hand of Adrian Rohr, and Quentin Greenwich unable to pick it up.
Varga, 14 kills, hitting .520 in the regional final. He has got himself an ace. His 49th on the year and his 8th in the last 3 matches combined.
Varga splits the seam right in between Greenwich and Rohr for the ace.
Each are #1 in the nation, and aces per set, 2.24 per frame. Sakanoko getting airborne. Louis Sakanoko, first team AVCA All-American.
2 kills here early on. Luis Sakanoko starts in left back, goes all the way to the right side on the 40. 2 kills for him on the 40 early here in the semifinal.
Adrian Rohr serving at Varga, forcing the overplay. The Beach putting up a mammoth block there, shutting down Tetrisky. His 5th swing, he is 3 of 5 with that 1 hitting error.
As a true freshman, Jackson Christ makes a great close on the block there, sealing the deal. First error for Christian Tetrisky.
And the first error for Hawaii in the match. Sakanoko takes on the block, the one-handed up, and Gajek to Bloom. Rohr blow torches that one from long range.
You can hear the roar of this Hawaii crowd. A great dig by Tread Rosenthal and Jake Pizzanti. As Bloom had to go off speed, but Rosenthal's dig high in the middle of the court, and Rohr has a full approach and detonates for his first kill.
Number 11 in the black uniform, Finn Kearney is serving. Gajek inside the block, and that put a lot of stress on Tetrisky to try and pick that one up.
Pizzanti left that sit a little bit inside, forcing the hand of Gajek to go into the angle, and Tetrisky just not ready for it.
2 kills on 6 swings, sitting in the negative numbers is Gajek. The second service error for the Beach. The Bows have 4 of them.
A slow start for the Beach, but they're starting to find their rhythm before that missed serve as Tetrisky goes back to the line.
Joust, and it's won by Rosenthal. Bloom asserts himself. The Bow block standing tall in the end.
Tread Rosenthal at the net. He's not going to lose a lot of jousts. The 6'11" setter just pushes that one over with ease, and Coach McCray has to take his second time out of the first set.
A blissful start for Hawaii into the red zone with a lead of 8. And when we were talking to their head coach, Charlie Wade, he mentioned that the team right now has never been healthier. They're grooving at the right time. Last year, they got to the Final Four with a very young team, and he said that that was very beneficial this year. Still a young team, but that experience going into a lot of those guys, their sophomore seasons.
Last year, he said to make the Final Four was exceptional, not something they necessarily expected, but was so good. The experience all these guys got on the floor in that kind of setting was tremendous, and I think it's going to pay off for them big time here tonight.
The series history, the 5-set defeat at the hands of Long Beach State for the Bows in the Big West Championship Tournament final just a few weeks ago, but 54-52, the Beach leading. That's 106 matches. It's the most against one opponent in UH history.
Hawaii has come out with a vengeance. They definitely remember what happened just a couple weeks ago, and they are playing very crisp with just 1 error attacking so far compared to the 7 Long Beach State attack errors.
Ace serve, bending that one away from Kellen Larson. What a placement for Tetrisky.
Sideline to sideline, Christian Tetrisky slices that one all the way across the court, and Kellen Larson unable to pop it up.
His 20th ace on the year. More trouble. Gajek got it to go from way out there beyond the 3-meter line and comes up with an improbable, miraculous-like put down.
Great save here, Jake Pizzanti, all-out effort, and Gajek barely finds the slice of that back line. As we're going to see the 6'2" enter the court, Island Doty will set in the back row. Daniil Hershtinovich, the Canadian, will play on the right side in the front row.
New faces out there for the Beach. Connor Bloom, 2 for 6. He's got himself an ace. The 6'5" senior, none in his last 3 matches. He breaks that drought right there.
Doesn't even have to swing 100%. He just puts it right in between Rohr and Sakonoko, drops it right in front of him, and neither one of them can get underneath it.
Rosenthal looks Tetrisky's way. Tread Rosenthal, his 7th helper. Tetrisky leading his team with 4 kills and also paces the match, tied with Gajek, who's got 4 as well.
Tetrisky just makes it look so effortless, gliding through the air, attacking. He has a wide range of attacks, and it's been successful early on.
Louis Sakonoko, the junior from Paris, France, unwinds with a serve. Varga swings away. Rohr attacks the block and brings up a multitude of set points for UH.
Quick first set. UH has looked unstoppable. Adrian Rohr in good system here with Tread Rosenthal, attacks that right arm of Hershtinovich.
Right on down. Championship, having won it all with the Bows in 21 and 22.
Coach Wade has led this Rainbow Warriors squad through the setting likes of Joe Worsley, Jakob Telle, and now Tread Rosenthal on display. With Rosenthal, he says he has the green light to attack from 0 in the first till whenever the match is over. Same went for Telle, same went for Worsley. Coach Wade believes an attacking setter is going to open up the rest of the offense, and Hawaii hits 500 to get us going in the first set.
There's that second service error of the match for the Bows, and a miss from Tristan Tetrisky, who led his team in the first set with 4 kills on 6 swings.
Tetrisky got off to a quick start on both sides of the court. Expect Rosenthal to keep going to Tetrisky out of system.
Rosenthal quick in to number 9, Justin Todd. What did you see there? Was that a centerline violation or a net violation?
One of the Hawai'i blockers was in the net, but all three looked at each other and put their hands in the air like it wasn't me. And Coach Wade is going to trust his players and challenge this call on the court.
Each team is given 3 challenges. If you win the challenge, you get to keep the challenge.
It might have been Justin Todd in the middle as Gayak attacked off the block. Looks like it was called right away, so I'd be surprised if this one was overturned. But you can tell how important each point is, challenging a point. 2 points into the set. Coach Wade knows he's got to win all these points early on if he wants to have a chance in the red zone. Maybe on the way down tread Rosenthal, but even if Hawaii were to win this point, it would just be a replay.
And by rule, you cannot make a change, an overturning of the call unless you have indisputable video evidence, which from the angles that we have seen, it is very hard to discern an outright touch. Could be there, but very tough to see based on the video evidence.
Could go either way here as our decision has been made. But once again, this would just be a replay. Long Beach State would go back to serve with a 1-0 lead in this first set if it were to be overturned.
So they're not sure. So they're going to do a jump ball.
So the challenge was successful. UH was not in the net. So they're going to go to a replay since Long Beach State was able to cover the rally and extend it back to 1-0 Long Beach.
Correct, misspoke. Take the point away, and it's the Beach serving away. Pizzanti serving into setback. Louis Sakanoko had 12 kills and 5 blocks in the regional final against USC.
Great play there. Rosenthal goes right to Sakanoko in system, able to get the kill. That makes it a successful challenge for Coach Wade.
Varga, the recipient of the serve, and he'll get it back off a back set. The roll shot, there's a cover. Number 9, Justin Todd, sinking his teeth into that attack.
The Long Beach block comes back onto the Hawaii side. They put it over on 1. Chris runs up to it, but Rosenthal and Todd, like you mentioned, Brian, are waiting for him.
5 blocks now for the Bows. They're out blocking as Sakanoko goes into the net with the serve. The Beach 5-1. That's a big point as to how the match has gone, how it's gone so far.
And the service pressure from Hawaii is great so far. They sided out at 81% in the first set. That's huge. That's going to allow them to go back and rip it every time they serve.
Number 4 in white, Skylar Varga. Just misses. A lot of action and curvature on that service attempt, though. Nearly got it to the sideline.
Nearly caught a piece of that sideline, but with Hawaii being so aggressive serving, it's going to force Long Beach State to be just as aggressive, if not more, from the service line.
4 blocks already for Justin Todd, our server. Gayak got the call, taking on 2 blockers. And it is a 10th assist for Jake Pizzanti.
As we see in the replay here, Pizzanti goes to the short set. Gayak does a great job in his approach, has all areas of the court to attack, and he goes off the block and down.
Jackson Chris, the run up and the service motion. Rosenthal the run through. That's Ward. A couple of touches, hyper vigilant atop the net is the 6'5" outside sophomore.
First one back up at the net to punch it over.
Rosenthal already serving well with aces. Off of Greenwich, and somehow we continue on the point. Varga thumping one from long range, burying that ball deep.
Pizzanti goes to Ben Braun in the middle on the first ball. Greenwich has an incredible up. Braun passes it, and Pizzanti goes on the big to Varga. One-on-none. Great choice, great selection from Pizzanti.
Varga, the only player in the Final Four that has experience playing with his senior national team. He's from Canada. Rosenthal looking Sakanoko's way. Kept alive off the rebound. Miraculously. The jump set. That frazzles and flusters the block from the Bows as it's Gajek. It was not a timeout, it was a challenge. What did you see, Harry?
Wojciech Gajek foot faulted on the serve. It'll be point Hawaii. Adrian Rohr ready to serve.
Adrian Rohr told a publication in Hawaii that he said when in the Big Ten tournament final they did upside down shakas, that it lit a fire within him. Gave him more reason to want revenge against the beach.
Makes it a little more personal for Hawaii. I don't think they need any extra motivation, though.
The third ace for Long Beach State. Connor Bloom dealing it out at Sakanoko.
A little too much for Sakanoko to handle there. Rosenthal tries to run it down, but the ball goes into the net outside the antenna. It'll be an ace for Connor Bloom. A couple aces early on for the senior.
He's got aces 9 and 10 on the year in this match for number 10. Off a trampoline, Travell Jordan hitting 500 on the season. Hammers that one hard to the surface.
Travell Jordan is just such a raw athletic talent in the middle. You're looking at Rosenthal to Jordan all night, and if the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors can pass, it's going to be a long night in the middle.
Over on one from Jordan. Pass sailing all over the net, and Skylar Varga asserting himself there. Long Beach State has a lead.
Long rallies here. Travell Jordan with an excellent dig at left back. And a lengthy rally. Varga forces the overpass, so then he kills.
Ben Braun serving away. Varga stares that man down, and the double block had Tetrisky surrounded.
Varga does a great job here, gets all the way out to the pin, and then he pushes back into the court, sealing the angle. Big block for the Beach.
Trouble with the pass again. That service pressure, and it's not necessarily the speed, but it's the placement. Hawaii having some issues with that first contact.
And it's not going to generate an ace every time, but if you can make them pass tight with Rosenthal in the back row, it's going to make it a lot harder for him as he set that one into the antenna.
Rosenthal goes to Tetrisky. This time, those two in synergy for the score.
Great set there. We've seen Rosenthal stay on the ground a couple of times. He doesn't need to jump set every ball with the size that he has. He just wants to put Tetrisky in the best spot.
Tetrisky serving and causing chaos on the beach end. Gajek is dug by War. Tetrisky is scooped by Gajek. Greenwich has some room to operate, but not the best of second touches for him, and that didn't give Hawaii that many options.
Incredible defense here, Brian, early in this second set. Back row attackers are absolutely ripping the ball, and Tetrisky and Rohr, along with Gajek, excellent digs in the back row.
11 assists in 2 digs for our server. Jake Pizzanti playing his best volleyball right now, according to his coach. The pancake from Larson off the on-2. Rosenthal looking Sakanoko's way. That is some good response work from Rosenthal after he got picked up on 2.
So many chaos plays here. Kellen Larson, great pancake save. and then Sakanoko goes pass to attack, barely getting a touch off of Gaia.
Louis Sakanoko. Connor Bloom, Tread Rosenthal, stymies the senior. Rosenthal leads his team in solo blocks. That's number 15 on the campaign.
Tread Rosenthal does a great job with his eye work there. The patience, half jump with Chris, and then he full on commits to Bloom for the stuff.
Bose with 6 blocks to the 2 from the beach. Sakanoko overly ambitious with that serve. That's the 5th service mistake for the Rainbow Warriors.
A little aggressive there. That toss was 5 or 6 feet into the court there, but he went for it, and that's exactly what Coach Wade wants.
You'd expect Skylar Varga, to go after that serve. And he does, but doesn't get the result that he was hoping for. He does lead his team in number of kills, with Gaia each with 5.
Both of these coaches know that the service pressure is going to be a give and take game all night. You're going to give a few errors and you're going to take a few aces, but you're going to have to live with the results no matter what.
Justin Todd bringing it. Short arms the serve. Here comes Jackson Christ, getting 500 over the first 3 matches against UH already this year.
Jackson Christ, a standout freshman, and he can make his impact felt all over the court, whether it's blocking and attacking or if it's at the serve. He also plays tremendous defense for someone of his stature.
You mentioned here, he'll head back to the bench. Rosenthal with the serve. Connor Bloom off a combination attack gets free for the score, his 3rd put down on an 8th attack.
Great pass there right up to the net. It's going to take Travell Jordan out of the block one-on-one. Connor Bloom into the angle. That's going to be hard to stop. The passing for the Beach much better in this 2nd set, making it one-on-one opportunities for them on the pins.
Connor Bloom, that latest kill gets him out of negative numbers. Gajek off 2 feet, the explosive serve. Sakanoko teams up with Tread Rosenthal, and those 2 bring the Bows to within 1.
Great pass by Greenwich right on the net. Even against 2 blockers, Louis Sakanoko splits the difference into area 1 for a huge kill. Hawaii back within 1.
Adrian War serves at Larson. Ben Braun, the Ohio State transfer. How good has he been coming in, one-hitting air over his last 48 attempts?
And Ben Braun is someone who did not get to play due to injury last year in the semifinals. This year, he's up and he's ready. Quick attack in the middle. Pesanti to Braun.
Bloom will serve at Greenwich. Sakanoko with a swing in zone 4, looking to go cross court. No, for 14 years. Rosenthal out for Sakanoko, beats the block there of Ben Braun, along with Jake Pesanti.
Pesanti just not aggressive enough. He's going straight up. He's got to make sure he puts both hands across the net in order to seal the ball, or else Sakanoko is going to have a field day just chipping off the block and down like we just saw.
Kainoa Wade is in, the 6'10" opposite, the son of head coach Charlie Wade. Gajek off a combo play. There was a decoy attacker to try to free him up, but still misses the mark.
Just the 4th attack error for the set for Long Beach, and it's going to let Kainoa Wade have a 2nd shot from the service line.
At Varga, and immediately out of system. Or patrolling the back line. Sakanoko, a couple of quick touches there for the Beach. Skylar Varga in cleanup work. Does he have a touch? That is what they're saying as he comes in out of nowhere and comes in to the rescue.
Crafty play there. Skylar Varga coming off the right side of your screen. He's going to run all the way in and just set it over off the block out of bounds, making it look easy.
16 serving 14. Rosenthal has options. Kudryski, and how amazing this has to feel for him, because last year at the end of the season he had an ankle injury, did not get to play in the NCAA tournament. This year he's healthy and he's shining on a big stage.
He's ready to go. The opposite from Sofia, Bulgaria, left one-on-one on that play, and he's able to convert that into a kill 9 times out of 10.
But does not convert that service try into a made serve. Long Beach State 25-4 on the year. Hawaii 28-5. Fed up the middle, Justin Todd. He is hitting .421 on the year, and his great Big West Player of the Year setter Rosenthal found him.
Even going up against 2 blockers, both Varga and Chris, Todd is able to go thumb down into area 5. Big kill there in the middle.
Sakanoko putting some pressure in serve receive on the Beach, but turning a problem into an antidote in the form of a kill when things don't look all that great. Skylar Varga, how great has he been in out-of-system situations?
Varga is someone that has experience playing on the right side for Long Beach in past seasons. So in rotation 1, he's very comfortable. Catches Tetrisky a little bit off guard there at right back. I'd like to see him play a little bit wider. The kinds of numbers that change cultures, change who's winning national championships. Nick McCray at the center of it for the Beach.
Skylar Varga leading all the match with 7 kills. He's got the offering at Sakanoko. War is blocked by Jackson Crisp. Tetrisky, despite the diving attempt of Kellen Larson, the All-Big West first teamer, Tetrisky found a way.
Tetrisky out of system, took a little bit off of it that time, goes right down the line, gets a piece of the block as Rosenthal sets it from off the court. Bloom trying to take away more of the angle, but Tetrisky still able to catch that left hand.
Finn Kearney in to serve. Rips one at Larson. Crisp fed up the middle, and the 6'10 freshman, the Long Beach native, has himself a kill.
Great kill there. Jackson Crisp pushing himself past the block of Travell Jordan, able to use the hands, and Tetrisky unable to come up with the dig.
First into the red zone would be Long Beach State, trying to even things up at 1 set apiece. Crisp at Greenwich. Or we'll take a look at a high ball. Sneaks it through despite 6 hands and 3 blockers encircling him.
Great up there, Greenwich on the pass, and then Louis Sakanoko, a great out-of-system set, puts it right where War wants it, and he fits it inside the block and down.
Rosenthal already with an ace. Varga will set Bloom. He is instantly thinking there's a touch. Nick McCray goes right over to gesture for a challenge because he does think there was a touch.
Skylar Varga, the captain for the Beach, saw it right away, and whenever one of your players sees it that quickly, it's almost impossible as a coach to not challenge it, and I think that one might have caught a piece of the block on its way out of bounds. Bloom swinging right over the top of Tetrisky and Jordan there.
Anything standing out to you from that angle, or maybe this angle will make it easier?
Maybe off the fingertips of Tetrisky, a little bit hard to see, but that camera is right in the best spot to capture it. These guys playing way above the net, almost out of frame. as the touch is called off the block. Great challenge there, Nick McCray. In the red zone especially, every point monumental.
Expands the lead to 3. Wojciech Gajek in position to serve. Ace, high seam between Sakonoko and Greenwich.
A chaos play here at 22-18. Hawaii's in a great place to gain the momentum back. It's a game of runs, Brian. Back and forth we go. 25-15 in the first, 22-18. Long Beach flips the script here in the second.
We saw Tread Rosenthal. He said after losing to Long Beach State at the Big West Championship Tournament final that his team needs to do a better job late in sets, and they need to be better in transition. Well, there's no better time if you are a Bow fan to see that composure try to come about. At the Beach putting up a really good fight here. Totrisky victimized by that formidable Beach block once again.
Hawaii needs to put more emphasis on their covering. If they're going to stay aggressive at the net, they've got to cover with the same sort of aggressiveness.
Gajek at Sakonoko. Rosenthal having to set out a system. Little razzle-dazzle, and the Beach come up with set points because of it. A jump set frees up Gajek. A sizzling finish for him.
Pazanti jumps like he's going to dump this ball. Pulls the string at the last second. Gajek one-on-one. Greenwich unable to keep it on his side of the net. Long Beach State set point.
Adrian War powers one off the court. No touch, despite him thinking there might be.
Team to go on a run as long as we saw Hawaii go in the first.
Sakonoko is dug by Gajek. What happened there for the Beach?
Miscommunication there. Pazanti thought a teammate could step in for that second contact as Gajek with the dig. Ben Braun has to assume the libero cap in that situation and just step in and put a high ball up for Skylar Varga.
We're going to have a challenge 1 point in to this third set. We'll try to figure out what they are challenging. No word yet.
I think Coach McCray is challenging a double contact from either Tread Rosenthal or Justin Todd off the block, covering when they were covering it off the net.
You said it. That's what they're challenging, the double contact, to see what's going on there.
Rosenthal, then Todd, and then Sakonoko. That looks pretty clean to me. That touch from Rosenthal above the net doesn't count because that's a block touch. Rosenthal gets the first one, then Todd, but you see Rosenthal give a little head nod. He might have known that Todd had that first contact and the second, but a close call, and Coach McCray saw it right when it happened.
Here's Coach McCray under Alan Knipe, who won 3 national championships as a head coach for the Beach.
The joust above the net is won by Chris. It's whoever touches that. If Rosenthal touched that first contact, then it's going to be clean. But if Todd touches the first and second, it's going to be Long Beach State point. And that's what Coach McCray saw. Both Todd and Rosenthal gave a little head gesture that it might not have been the most legal play.
Nothing changes. Wild that you use that on the first point. So if you use the challenge and you don't win it, you lose one. So now down one is Coach McCray. But so early, every point matters so much. If you're using a challenge, the first point of a set.
That's the beauty of volleyball. Every point is worth one, and there's a point on every rally.
Sakanoko does not get the point there as he comes in off speed with the serve and misses the mark. There's number 26 in white, Jake Pizzanti, 17 assists on the evening. Tetrisky got the job done, freezing the block by running a decoy attacker, opening things up for him.
Great play there by Rosenthal, finding the open attacker, Christian Tetrisky. 7 kills early on here, 8 kills now.
Justin Todd did not play in the team's last meeting, dealing with an ankle injury, and they were in the Big West Championship final. Jordan has the Beau faithful loving what they're seeing as he steps right in front of that shot and times it perfectly.
Travell Jordan gets so high above the net, it can be hard to press over, but a great job curling at the net, pushing both hands over for a big block, a 3-1 Hawaii lead.
Coach Wade saying Jordan has learned to be more deliberate with his blocking, seen there. Skylar Varga over the top of Jordan this time. 8 kills on 14 swings for one of the co-captains on this beach team.
Skylar Varga splits the uprights of Travell Jordan that time for the kill into the angle. Skylar Varga leading the way for the beach.
Varga serves Sakanoko. Ward takes a crack at it. A net violation works against Long Beach State, so Hawaii is gifted the point.
I love that out-of-system route there from Adrian Rohr, way inside the court. All Tread Rosenthal has to do is put it high and in the middle of the court on that side, and Rohr does the rest.
Rosenthal, an ABC National Player of the Year finalist. Pizzanti will look Dane Hillis's way, so he has checked in. Number 17 in white, Dane Hillis, did not play the first 2 sets. Gives a different look to the beach.
Dane Hillis, a dynamic volleyball player. He can do it all, from passing especially to attacking. He's going to play above the net, and he's going to be challenged by Christian Tetrisky, but the substitute for Connor Bloom here in the semifinal.
Rosenthal will look Tetrisky's way, the pancake from Pizzanti to Hillis. War pinballed around, and Adrian War, number 7, has his 5th kill on a 10th swing.
Great swing there by Rohr, as we see the dig pancake save by Pizzanti, and then Rohr is able to terminate the rally.
Hitting .319 on the season is War. Serves to Varga in zone 6. Hillis not holding back, and he finds the floor in the cross court.
3 swings for Dane Hillis here, 2 early kills as he's entered the match. He can score sideline to sideline, a dynamic volleyball player, like I said, and he could be the difference in the match for the beach.
Gajek, tough serve. Tetrisky is gonna get the kill. He had 20 kills in the prior meeting between these 2 teams in the Big West Championship final.
Tetrisky is gonna ask for the ball as long as Dane Hillis is matched up with him. Hillis just at 6'3", a little bit undersized to block the opposite attacker at 6'8".
Ben Braun, no touch. Nick McCray thinking about it, pondering. Nope, he's not going to go with the challenge here. So just an attacking air up the middle.
A couple of Long Beach State players thought there was a touch, but Ben Braun turns around and says, you know what, I think I hit that ball way out.
Sakanoko looking back at the beach with gusto. his 4th block solo of the season. The last one was against Long Beach State.
Louis Sakonoko left on an island one-on-one, and he lets Wojciech Gajek know that he shut the door on him. Great block there, sealing the net, pushing back into the court. Great block there from the Frenchman.
Ravel Jordan serves Hillis. Right in between a pair of both players. So hard to dig from Gajek.
I love that swing from Gajek. Sakonoko takes away the seam. Pizzanti a little out of system, goes to his outlet, and Gajek explodes into the angle.
6'3" senior, Tane Hillis. Looking for that corner. He did not miss by very much.
He thought that might have been in, but in the back rows where Hillis is going to make his money tonight, passing and attacking, that's going to be huge. That's one of the reasons why Bloom was subbed off the court.
Christian Tetrisky serves at Hillis. Rosenthal with a little bit of acrobatics. Tetrisky got the call. 8 kills. That leads all in the match. Oh, but there was a net
offensive side. He's going to create even more opportunities for himself offensively.
18 double-digit kill matches for him now on the year. Varga, a smart shot, not necessarily power, but the placement was on point.
Great set there by Jake Pizzanti, fading away towards the right sideline, pushes it all the way to the left sideline, and Varga with his vertical leap goes up over the top into the deep corner.
Sakonoko in attack mode. Gajek clangs one off the 2-person block of Todd and Sakonoko for the score.
Jackson Christ working really hard in transition. He goes up and blocks on the right side transition and goes to attack and leaves Gajek open on the one-on-one against Sakonoko.
The cover from War. Pizzanti is thrust into the first contact. Varga thought he had won the point. He'll get it again. Dices it through the double block, and he is playing very confidently out there.
3 in a row for Long Beach. Varga getting hot. He plays with a lot of fun, and he's having fun on that left side block, going one-on-one against Trent Rosenthal.
Rosenthal will look for Sakonoko. Braun digs Rosenthal on 2. Skylar Varga sticking the tongue out. He is loving life right now. He can do one. Also coached Team USA in the Olympics.
Extensive resume for Coach Knight, turning the page and handing the program to Coach Smith, to Coach McRae.
Tetrisky went all out, unhinged, but misses the mark, and we have a tie score, 5 straight for the Beach.
With their middle blockers serving, playing defense.
Sakonoko, a crossbody shot down the line. The point will belong to Hawaii.
Dug out of bounds there by Gajek. Much needed side out for Hawaii as they're gonna clean up some sweat on the Long Beach side. Louis Sakonoko will go back to serve after the kill. And what I've noticed from these Hawaii servers is the first serve they get, they're gonna take a little off track, they're gonna try to put it in, and if they get a second opportunity, they're gonna go for it.
Sakonoko took a little bit off of it. As you referenced, our 3rd tie in this 3rd set. Hawaii has never trailed in this 3rd frame.
Pizzanti back to serve at Hawaii with Rosenthal in the front row. And right now, Hawaii took 5 points to side out the last time. They've got to side out quicker this time around.
Jackson Crisp, 7th in the nation in blocks per set at 1.01 per frame, stopping Justin Todd on the attack.
Fred Rosenthal in the middle, 2 blockers up on Todd. He's got to spread it out a little bit, go to his pin attackers who are pretty efficient, all hitting up over 250.
The first lead in the third set for Long Beach State. Hanging in the air, levitating, and then on the way down, Justin Todd, the 6'8" redshirt sophomore from Houston, healthy now, got the score.
On the back one there, all Todd has to do is tip that to the floor as Finn Kearney will come in to serve for him. Fred Rosenthal goes right back to his middle there. That's a great decision.
Kearney goes at Kellen Larson. Varga at Kearney. Ascending over the block is Skylar Varga.
Varga with so much experience playing volleyball, just an all-around player, can do everything on the court. We've seen him step into set many balls tonight, as well as he has 11 kills.
Hammers away at the serve into the net. Back-to-back years now. Skylar Varga, first team AVCA All-America selection. Also first team Big West this year. First team ABC All-America selection. Our server as well in Rosenthal. Rosenthal will look to Treesky's way. Hillis with the left hand. Skywalking out there, the non-dominant hand, and it goes down around the block.
So crafty, Dane Hillis, the senior from San Clemente. Pizzanti gets him one-on-one, and Hillis just uses the left hand to wipe it off the block and out of bounds.
Jackson Crisp, number 1 in white, hitting 0, 3 blocks. Here's his serve. Another service error haunting the beach. As we wipe some of the sweat in their backyard.
That's just great. and his sister just got named WCC Beach Volleyball Pair of the Year as well for LMU.
And his father played in the NFL. Dane Hillis, the pickup off the shot for Sakanoko. Varga making an early play on the ball. Frenetic and a lot of hectic nature to that point.
Rosenthal comes up with a huge dig in that rally. A chaos play there, won by Hawai'i. But Rosenthal moving a little slow. Still, he's gonna have to find his rhythm here as Braun tried to dunk it down, and then to Treesky, able to draw the net on Dane Hillis and Ben Braun.
Adrian War serving off the top of the tape at Larson. Hillis has the cover. He wants it right back. Over on 2 from Sakanoko. A gap set. Pizzanti to Ben Braun, the 6'11" senior out of Rancho Mirage, California.
Ben Braun making himself available in transition. That's exactly what Coach McRae wants to see. He wants to see all 3 attackers in the front row ready to attack in transition every time.
Wojciech Gajek overhits the serve. He was the one. Big West Championship final. He did a no-no if you're a Bow fan, where he did a pair of upside-down shakas, which essentially, it's sort of like horns down if you're a Texas fan and you see that going against you.
Not the nicest thing to do to the Rainbow Warriors, but back and forth we go here. Hawaii's looking pretty good in this third set.
Forcing the pass that goes over the net. Pizzanti has options. Sakanoko from War. Bludgeons it off the block. 3 beach players towering over him, and it doesn't matter for the team's point-scoring leader on the season.
Skylar Varga on the quick pick. Challenges the defense of Rosenthal, who's not moving real well, but Sakanoko, a great out-of-system swing, high into the block and down. Shown that they can win the chaos plays and the longer rallies, which are going to be the difference, because as we get into the red zone, Brian, that's when almost every point is chaos. And if you can maintain your resilience, the grit, also your composure to win those long rallies, that's what's going to put you across the finish line down the stretch.
Kainoa Wade, a serving sub, is in. Number 4 in black for the Bows. Right out of the gates, bringing the heat, and a serve for UH.
Kainoa Wade won ABCA National Player of the Week throughout this season in place of Tetrisky, who is out due to injury. Tetrisky comes back, he's healthy, he's 100%. He's the starting oppo. Wade comes off the bench, making his impact felt. A huge ace to give Hawaii a 3-point lead.
Their third ace for the Bows as well. Varga diving after it. Hillis straight down. Tetrisky and Todd teaming up for the ridiculously good-looking rejection.
A big block, but it starts with the off-speed serve from Wade. Pizzanti basically has to go to Hillis, and Justin Todd bounces that one off the Terraflex on the block. Connor Bloom subs back into the game for Dane Hillis.
What do you think about that decision and happening right now and Coach McCray doing that?
Bloom played a decent second set. They won the second set, and then McCray goes to Hillis in the third. At some point, though, I wonder if we're going to see Alex Kandev, the sophomore from Bulgaria. He had an excellent match in the Final Four last year, hit over 500 on 30 attempts in the Final Four.
The Beach certainly have a Bulgarian pipeline. This one's coming right over to us. And a free ball is sent back over. War, a wrathful swing, but he misses without a touch as Pizzanti nearly took you out, Harry.
Pizzanti came right into our front lap, by able to keep him on the field of play and extend the rally. And then Roar comes in, has an open net, but just hits it out long as Long Beach gets a much needed point, cuts the lead back down to 3.
Connor Bloom had started and then was subbed out, and now he's back in. To 21st would be the Bows.
Getting to 21st is huge. Getting there with a 4-point lead, even bigger. Christian Tetrisky.
Varga took a tumble, and he is upended there. This is what they do with so much on the line, leaving it all out there. Ball is ruled out. Point for the Bows because he's out of the field of play.
Tetrisky just bombs this serve, and Larson does whatever he can to keep it in the field of play, but Varga, the effort to go over the top of the scorer's table in hopes of receiving it is excellent.
Skylar Varga. Over on one goes Rosenthal. Sakanoko and Todd in collabs for the send-back. 22-16 UH.
Gutsy performance. Trent Rosenthal playing above the net with the injury to his hip. Great job here. Then Sakanoko and Todd combine on a big block for the Warriors.
The Bows are out blocking the Beach 10-4. Tetrisky misfires. Service pressure seemingly better for the Beach in the second set. It seems like UH has picked up that as well on their end in the third.
From their serving sub in Kainoa Wade to Christian Tetrisky, Adrian Rohr, Louis Sakanoko, Rosenthal, everyone. Excellent service pressure for the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors.
Sakanoko gets a swing at it. Varga from Pizzanti freezes the blockers and then scales over the top, levitating.
Varga is not going to go down without a fight. We saw him go over the scorer's table. Then he's going to use every shot in the bag tonight to push the Beach into the national championship match and try to get them back into this third set. 22-18 is a common drill coaches use all across the country in hopes of learning how to fight back in sets.
Sakanoko takes on the block of Pizzanti and Chris and went for it, and it pays off.
I'd like to see Pizzanti just be a bit more aggressive with his hands. He's up there high enough to meet Sakanoko, but he's got to push his hands on the Hawai'i side of the net.
Sakanoko trying something innovative there. If that would have landed, the both faithful would have been in ecstasy, because that would have brought up set points.
Hawai'i able to be so aggressive and miss 11 serves on the night because they're siding out 70% of the time.
What a great pass from Greenwich.
Great cover there by Tetrisky.
He hits the deck. Rosenthal swings away. Couple of quick touches. Varga. Sakanoko diving after it. To War. Got a touch. Set points surfacing for the #2 seeds in their battle against the 3-seeded Beach.
Like we've been talking about, Brian, the chaos plays. We saw Tetrisky play middle back there at some point in that rally. Roar just throws that off the block and out of bounds.
Justin Todd emerging from the service line. Well handled by Larson. Pizzanti in for Chris. Sakanoko displeased with his effort there. He thought he could have picked up it a little bit cleaner.
Off-speed shot there. Unable to pick. Is playing through injury, and he's up above the net on almost every point. He's running down balls as the setter. Impressive, gutsy performance from Hawai'i setter, number 13 in black.
Varga. Tough serve. Sakanoko has to play the second touch. In attack mode, Gajek thrilling the crowd with one enthralling finish, and a few set points have been discarded off the beach play.
Pizzanti to Gajek on the back two after the free ball. Adrian Rohr caught a little bit off guard, never got his eyes on Gajek, and Gajek takes advantage, bounces that one off the Terraflex.
Bounces off the Terraflex beyond the baseline. Varga, a service error will be the demise of, and he's fine, but that happened in the third set, and he'll be serving right now.
As the first serve, Tread Rosenthal, an outstanding performance, 26 assists, 4 digs, 3 blocks for the setter.
A serve to crack open the fourth frame.
Right on cue, Brian. It's like he can hear us talking. Tread Rosenthal dials up the ace, his second of the night. He looks pretty good out there to me.
Aces in 6 straight matches for Tread Rosenthal, the Big West Player of the Year. Varga, the recipient that time of the serve. Rosenthal, the first touch. Christian Tetrisky had 19 kills in the regional final against USC that win, and he goes right into the block fearlessly for the kill.
Tread Rosenthal, an ace to start the fourth set, a dig. Quentin Greenwich comes running over into area 2, pops it right up for Tetrisky for the kill.
Pizzanti will go to Varga. He wants a touch. None witnessed. Each head coach, Nick McCray, says, hold on a minute, we might want to challenge.
Coach McCray will challenge a touch on the block. It looked like the net might have been moving as well, but that might have been from the ball on the serve. As we see Varga attacking against Tetrisky and Todd, and goes right over the block. A better look at it from this angle. Great set from Pizzanti. Varga just trying to roll it right off the block. Looks like he might have gotten Tetrisky's fingers. But a huge challenge here. It's either going to be 3-0 or 2-1. Long Beach State has the serve.
If you're the Beach, you want to get Tread Rosenthal off the service line because he's having a lot of confidence behind the service line. Already an ace, and even when he's getting the serves in and they're being played back, out of system.
Tread Rosenthal, we've mentioned the family of athletes that he comes from. He's not going to sit out a national semifinal match. He's not going to be taken off the court unless he physically cannot even stand. Hawaii retains the point. The challenge by Long Beach unsuccessful.
So Rosenthal will stay at the service line at Miracosta High School in Manhattan Beach. The team ended up practicing there on Thursday, their first full day after they flew over and got in late Wednesday night from the islands.
His dad is the athletic director. That kind of helps. It pulls a few strings for you.
That it does. As Jackson Crisp has his 4th kill, the freshman 6'10", the Long Beach native.
Chris does a great job. First side out for Long Beach in this 4th set. If they let it get any more out of hand, Coach McRae might have been looking at a timeout. But they get the side out, and Pizzanti goes back to the line to serve.
Jake Pizzanti playing his best volleyball right now, according to his coach, Nick McRae. Both serves it to Sakanoko, and easy pickings for number 45 in white, the 6'6" freshman Wojciech Gajek.
It won't go down as an ace for Pizzanti, but it's basically the same thing. Gajek has Pizzanti to thank. He points him out, and Pizzanti gets to serve twice.
It's the 3rd meeting in the NCAA tournament between these two teams. First time 2019, Long Beach State winning it all against UH. Then the Bows won it all against the Beach in 2022. Adrian War serving. Skylar Varga goes off speed, and Greenwich popped it up.
Great recycle there by Tetrisky.
Roll shot, and Larson is underneath it. Wojciech Gajek getting 334 on the year, has a 14th kill that paces all scores in the match.
Wojciech Gajek hitting under 100, but Hawaii's going to take him away. He went off in the Big West title game. They're going to take him away, but Skylar Varga has been the benefactor, hitting 458 in the 4th set.
Make that 11 kills for Gajek. How did the Beach do that?
Rosenthal has to set out of system, and you can tell his mobility is a little bit limited, flying through the air, an athletic play. But you just wonder how much can his lower body stand. That left hip groin area, the site of his lower body injury, but he's going to gut it out. And even if he has to set from the ground, he's still one of the best setters in the country, and what he's worried about is putting his hitters in the best possible spot.
Rosenthal to Sakanoko. That ball had a seismic effect off the Terraflex from the Frenchman.
A great pass. Rosenthal doesn't have to do much because of it, and it's a split block as we get a good look at it here. Chris just a bit late, and Sakanoko takes advantage, bounces that one.
Justin Todd, 6 blocks, prepares to serve. Varga handsets. Pizzanti goes back to Bloom again. Rose got caught up in the net.
Tetrisky just too aggressive there. You see the tip, just pull your hands back, trust your defense to scoop it up. Too aggressive there from the Bulgarian.
All square at 5. Jackson Crisp, 50 aces on the year, his second tonight. He is second in the nation in aces per set, and 1 per frame.
Jackson Chris takes a little bit off of it in between Roar and Greenwich. Cashes in the ace for the Beach, their first lead of this 4th set.
He's got another one at his behest. Jackson Crisp, all Big West first-teamer, showing off.
Long approach for the lengthy middle blocker. And like I said, Brian, you get one in, you're going to hit the driver on the second one, and he blasts that serve. Greenwich can't come up with it.
Sakanoko tying his shoes. I haven't seen a whole lot of subbing other than service subs for the Bows. The Beach have mixed things up a little bit. They have brought Connor Bloom back in. Dane Hillis got a look. Bloom back in since. Or with the Treeski. Greenwich, great reflexes off the rebound. Varga fakes and then lost control. And Sakanoko says, I'll take that, thank you very much.
Really aggressive play there by Skylar Varga. He almost broad jumps under the net, which is a little dangerous, but sets it over the net, and Sakanoko stays disciplined enough to just throw it down. Great play there by Hawaii, much needed side out.
Wiping up some of the sweat off the floor. Christian Chatrisky hitting .250. Right on down, bringing out the sledgehammer is Ben Braun, the senior.
Perfect connection, Pizzanti to Braun, who gets it, gets the ball on the way up, and it goes straight down.
You might be able to pick up the jeers, the boos from the Bow fans at our server, Gajek. Gajek, the dig. Bloom attacks, high hands. Rosenthal, nifty, the deception works. Coach Wade says he's got the green light to go on too, says he wants him to do that more often.
Greenwich with a great pass to start the rally, and then in transition, off the block, Greenwich, a great job putting it high, close to the net. Rosenthal at 6'11", doesn't have to jump very high to dump it straight down.
Sakanoko, double figures in kills with 10. Now from earlier, I was mentioning the Bow fans booing Gajek. That's because if you go back to the Big West Championship Tournament Final, he did double shakas down, and that's not necessarily an
not
action
very sportsmanlike.
Yeah, not an action of respect.
Of the true freshman from Poland.
Or rampages that one off the block.
Braun does a great job there closing the block, but he's just got to crunch it down a little bit more and turn his palms a little bit more down, because right now Roar is just blasting it off the block out of bounds.
Javale Jordan serving away. Todd, his 7th block, tied for a season high. 9-all.
Justin Todd hitting .333, 3 kills on 6 swings, but defensively, the blocks that he's been able to get, game-changing.
A run through for Pizzanti. Rosenthal looks the way of Chatrisky, and attacking air, the 2nd of the 4th set for Hawaii.
Free ball opportunity for Hawaii, and the unforced error, uncharacteristic from the Rainbow Warriors. Expect Rosenthal here to get them back in rhythm.
Or the little touch, but he missed it, had a bunny. What should he have done there instead?
Just keep it in. He's trying to aim for a really small spot on the court. tipping right down the line. If he tips to the donut, it's probably going to land, and he's got a lot more room for error in the donut.
It's Braun zeroing in on Brenich. Excuse me. Christ stepping in front and dashing the hopes of the Bows attack.
Chris with 4 blocks on the night now does a great job committing to Justin Todd, able to send that one back.
The offense will go to Varga. Brenich scampers off for War. Gajek. Bizanti to Varga. They had him surrounded. 3 Bows encompassing that shot, gobbling it up.
Great chaos rally there for Hawaii. Bizanti, a high ball set to Varga, who tries to recycle it. Bizanti just not ready to cover. Varga with the effort to keep it alive from the ground, but all 6 guys, including the attacker, have to be ready to cover every attack. Long Beach State trying to force a 5th.
Rosenthal had a good service run earlier in the set. First took a swing at it. Out with no touch. Rosenthal, 3rd set, he falls down. No contact. And according to Hawaii Athletic Communications, it's a lower body injury, but he's still playing out there. But he has been grabbing on to that left hip region.
Has definitely been slightly hindered by that injury. But something I just noticed, Todd and Chris in the middle, they're going at it block for block. Todd pointing out across the net to Chris after that error.
No call yet. And out it is, but that took a second to figure out because of how close it was.
You see the rare X across the chest from the line ref. He did not see it. The up ref makes the call, and it's out of bounds. No complaints from Hawaii.
Rosenthal feeding Todd, and he is in a shouting match with Crisp across the net. They are going back and forth, smack talk.
Rosenthal from the ground gives Todd the space, and he's letting them know. Cinema here in Poly Pavilion.
Number 7 in black, Adrian Orr. Unsuccessful with the serve. He said losing in the Big West Championship Tournament final. He mentioned this to a Hawaii publication that it's going to fire the team up even more.
As if they needed the extra motivation in a national semifinal.
And things a bit discombobulated there on the bow end. Crisp, methodical.
7 attempts, 2nd in the match to Skylar Vargas, 29. But if Wojciech Gaja can find the efficiency on the right side for the beach, it's going to be an extra volleyball night here in Poly Pavilion.
Sakanoko just wide as he was given an opportunity from Rosenthal on that left side.
Sakanoko, the most efficient pin attacker for Hawaii, commits just his 3rd error of the match.
Skylar Varga serves War. Tedrisky, high hands as Rosenthal picks up his 30th assist.
Connor Bloom a little late getting out to block Christian Tedrisky. Can't be doing that in a semifinal match. That's your one responsibility. Tedrisky leads the Rainbow Warriors with 12 kills now. Can't be late on the block to him.
And Kearney is in, so is Travell Jordan for the Bows.
Great swing up over the block there by Connor Bloom. Comes right back as we get to see Coach McKay Smith give him a word of advice here. Long Beach State up by 4 here, 17-13. If they can increase their lead here, we can almost ensure a 5th set.
McKay Smith, 9th year with the program. Coach McRae says he's like a brother to me. off target. And the winner of this match will be taking on their Big West brethren in Monday's national championship match, with UC Irvine winning in the first semifinal against Ball State in 4 sets.
Untimely service errors for Hawaii, and that puts a lot of pressure on them siding out. They still hold the advantage at 66%, but throughout the match, Long Beach's numbers has been coming up. They're at 63% in the side-out game.
Gajek lost control, miscalculating that serve by quite a big margin.
18 service errors for Long Beach, 15 for Hawaii. Back and forth in the match, back and forth service errors as well.
Sakamoto taking flight.
Great serve.
Bloom, minimal approach. Greenwich the run down from the denial. War, the safety valve. Unbelievable play
to finish off the rally with the swipe off the block.
In that first set, Hawaii dominating with blocking, a big reason why they took the first. Second set, the service pressure from Long Beach State gave them the second in many respects. Service pressure better in the third for Hawaii. That got them up 2 sets to 1, and now we're in a tight one in the fourth.
Another off-speed serve from Sakonoko.
Jordan from Rosenthal. Those two teaming up together on the under-21 team that got bronze in 2025.
Travell Jordan just 6 attempts on the night, but 5 of them are kills, and a timely one there. Larson playing a little shallow middle back there. If he was a bit deeper, he could have come up with it.
Connor Bloom off of Sakonoko to Jordan. War running out of room. A mad dash for that third contact.
Great save there, Travell Jordan putting his body on the line, trying to save that second touch. Just a little too strong, as Long Beach gets a much needed side out, pushes their lead back out to 2.
Connor Bloom serves Greenwich. Sakonoko, take a bow. That man took flight.
I would not be surprised one bit, Brian, if Trev Rosenthal goes, you know what, perfect pass. Travell Jordan's an excellent middle blocker, but Louis Sakonoko has been nearly unstoppable flying out of the back row on the Bic.
Kainoa Wade serving sub. An attacking error off of Gajek. Set up by the big serving. How about Wade as a server tonight? He's been great.
In the third and fourth set, about this time in the set, Kainoa Wade has entered the match. He got an ace in the third set, gets to serve twice here in the fourth.
Our fourth tie in this fourth frame. Rossanti to Varga.
Recycle there, great play by Varga.
Todd got the block. Ben Braun had that one sent right back. The Bow faithful loving what they're seeing. Hawaii has a lead.
The 9th block on the night, because they know if Long Beach pushes it to a 5th, all the momentum swings that way.
Remember, in the Big West Championship Tournament final, they had all sorts of opportunities to close it out in 4. Had 5 points in the 4th, didn't convert on any of them, and then lost in the 5th set. The Bow fans do not want to see that happen again.
The sense of urgency for Hawaii right now is off the charts. Coach Wade taking some deep breaths on the sideline as his son serves with a 20-19 lead.
Unbelievable pressure, and he's not even looking at his son. A late call, out it is. Charlie Wade, is he going to challenge? But he wasn't even watching his son serve. He was looking at the other side of the court.
The line ref called that ref, called it out. He overruled for the second time, the same line ref. First time it did not get challenged. This time, Coach Wade, this is a huge challenge. Could give Hawaii a 2-point lead.
It'll be challenging to see if that serve is in or out. It looks a little out to me from that angle.
Looks a little bit out. I agree with you, Brian, but the call on the court, even though the line ref said in, the call on the court was out. So the indisputable video evidence, like you mentioned, Brian, has to be there to overturn this call. Sergio Gonzalez, our down ref, has the call. He will make it momentarily. And it is out of bounds. We are tied at 20. It's a race to 5. It's felt like a marathon, Brian, and now we've got a sprint to 5 to force a 5th, or Hawaii will play for the title on Monday night.
You wouldn't expect anything else between these two teams. With UC Irvine winning in the first national semifinal, we are destined to have an all Big West national championship match on Monday. Ben Braun, number 6 in white, serves at Greenwich. Sakonoko from long range, blistering that ball down for a kill. The Bows reclaim the lead.
Fred Rosenthal gets a perfect pass. Justin Todd has had some good attacks in the 4th, but he goes to Sakonoko, who has had the hot hand as of late.
Fred Rosenthal has stayed in after a lower body injury that he suffered. Non-contact in the 3rd set, making a play on a ball. Got up, ripped his left hip a little bit, staying in. Rosenthal will scurry. Petrisky, the outlet, 22-21.
Rosenthal just chucks it out there like you mentioned, Brian, and Petrisky ties Varga with 13 kills on the night. Wojciech Gajek had a chance at the block there, but he gets tooled. 22-21 Hawaii.
Millis has come back in, number 17 in white for the Beach. 10 blocks for Todd. He is having the night of his life.
Justin Todd, have yourself a day in the Final 4. Pushing points, blocking to the left, to the right, sealing the block. Huge point for the Rainbow Warriors.
Coach Wade said he's emerging into the most dominant middle blockers in the nation. This one is going backwards. A free ball, an opportunity for the Bows. War high hands brings UH to match points. And Long Beach State is down 24-21. For UH tonight.
The Hawaii Rainbow Warrior faithful on their feet. They can taste it.
Vargas serving. Rosenthal atop the net. Payback served by Hawaii. The Bows into the national championship match with a